Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, looking at your connection between you and the person that you are dealing with and are needing to learn the most from right now. We'll be pulling for all three sides of the connection, so we're going to look at your energy, their energy, and the energy in between it, the concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section and the overall purpose of this reading is to look at the deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in alignment with your higher self. Friendly reminder that these are general readings and they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and to leave what does not. On that note, and especially if you're a cross watcher, just know that this whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that is totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is to take what helps and leave what doesn't. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading, booking a personal reading or coaching session with me, or on my next upcoming workshop is in the description box below. And there will be more on that workshop, on the information on that workshop at the end of this video. So, all right, Sagittarius, let's jump on in. As always, we're going to look at overall energy through oracle cards first, and then we're going to dive deeper into the story with tarot as we progress. So let's start with your overall energy toward the person you are dealing with. Ooh, okay. So you have Fate, Dead End, and Wild Card. When you met this person, it felt like fate. And then out of nowhere, seriously, like it feels like it was out of nowhere. Things kind of like crashed here, crashed and burned almost. Like that's kind of what I'm hearing. Dead end is what you have here. And with the wild, like I feel like I'm getting this like through the wild card energy. Like it just feels like rug ripped out from underneath you, seemingly out of nowhere. But yeah, at one point, like this connection felt very fated. It felt very intentional on your life, like intentionally placed in your life. And to be honest with you, I still feel like it was. Just maybe not for the reason you once thought, or I don't know. Let's see. This person's energy towards you, Sagittarius. So it kind of feels like you have been left in this position to pick up the pieces. This person's energy toward you. Solitude. Getting hermit energy with this. Ooh. Unfinished business. Money versus love. And then they have ego on the bottom here. And I feel like the fact that ego is on the bottom, to me, it kind of feels like it's the underlying energy for them. Like in their decisions, the way that they present themselves, the way, like the moves that they make. This unfinished business card is the way in which I feel like this person does view this connection. I feel like they see it as something that never reached its full potential. However, I, at the same time, feel like it was I don't know if it was their decision to end it necessarily, or if something that they did, like their fault, I guess, like something that they did led to the ending here. To me, this solitude card, I feel like this person spent some time, like I said, it's kind of giving hermit mode energy. No, this is more of an energy that they're comfortable with. I feel like this person is used to being very on their own, and finds a lot of comfortability in solitude. Now, at at the same time, so to me, it feels like they struggle with depth. And so there was an energy of like pushing this connection away or sabotaging it in some way. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I'm going to take ego and unfinished business because I feel like that kind of tells me the story, the overall energy a little bit better. Truth in between this. Truth of this connection between Sagittarius and this person. Patience. Contract. So there's some sort of a soul contract playing out here. There's some sort of a soul contract. And I don't know much more about it than that. Money versus love again with manipulation. This patience card, it's got this chessboard. And it's almost like there's more to the purpose of this connection than like meets the eye. Almost like especially paired with the manipulation card, it almost feels like something very calculated about this. Because I do feel like this connection was very intentionally placed in your life. But I don't know why, because it's obvious that it's been very difficult for you. This is just overall energy. I try not to get too specific on the story through these cards because I feel like I don't want to, limit myself to just these cards because I think tarot can tell a lot more of the story. So overall theme of this connection between Sagittarius and this person. Soul contracts are all about when basically we signed a contract that said we were going to meet this person, we were going to experience whatever played out with them, and it was for some sort of a purpose. And so you and this person were and I said it, felt like fate. And I said, and then things really fell apart, but I still feel like this was intentionally placed in your life. Overall theme of this reading for Sagittarius, I feel like we're about to get pretty deep here into this. You have, we will overcome this. Unresolved issues. It is worth it. And then you have second option on the bottom here. I feel like there are some things that obviously are unresolved when it comes to this connection. Because this feels like something, I don't necessarily know if it's past, but I feel like that you and this person are currently in some sort of a separation. Now, I feel like there's a part of you, actually, I don't know if this is coming from you or them. But we will overcome this energy, that there's still potential here. And almost like the pain that this connection has brought forth will be worth it in the end. Like there's that that idea. But then you have, and I saw it said unlock potentials and it said karmic. So I feel like this connection, there's an insane draw that you and this person have toward each other. But it's like every time I feel like there's like you guys come together, or maybe in the one time that it was experienced, it's like there's this explosion. Like like crash and burn is the best way that I can explain that. And that might sound a little dramatic, but that's like the best way I can put into terms the way that energy is kind of presenting itself. Like cosmic explosion almost. So I don't necessarily know where this reading is taking us, to be honest. Let's look at Sagittarius' side. Dead end with fate. So Sagittarius' side of the connection to the person they are dealing with and are needing to learn the most from right now. What do we need to know about Sagittarius' energy toward this person? Knight of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant. Eight of Cups. Queen of Wands, so there you are. The Star. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So when you and this person met, it feels like it was something that was very like instantaneous. Like an instant connection. And I feel like the feelings were there. The spark was there. It was something that, like, again, I keep getting the word explosive. And I feel like from the very beginning, you're pretty, like, all in on this in some way. And I feel like a big part of that is because of the draw that you had toward them. And I think that, or based on what I can see, I feel like the way that things played out was like very like shocking almost. And again, it kind of goes back to what I said at the very beginning, feeling like out of nowhere, just rug getting ripped out from underneath you. I feel like you saw so much potential in this connection in this person, and I feel like you really poured yourself into this and trying to make it work. Like really opened yourself up and really wanted to allow this to unfold. And it feels like, I don't know necessarily what pushed this connection apart, but it feels like it was something that like was I mean, I don't see the Ten of Swords, but just like the way that this story is kind of unfolding, like it feels like something that was ultimately very devastating. Because I feel like when you met, it was like, oh my gosh, like I've been waiting for you. This is what I've been wanting. You know, everything's led me to this. And then just like I said, something happened. I don't know what. And I feel like because it still feels like even if you don't want to be, you're still very drawn to this connection. You're very drawn to this person. And I feel like there's a reason for that. I feel like there's something that this connection is bringing to the surface for you. This Five of Wands shows me that there is still a conflict, like this inner conflict there though. Because I feel like there's a lot of anger in this. And I think that anger is actually pretty justified. Again, I don't know what happened, but there's a lot of anger here. It's like you're so angry and so frustrated with how things unfolded, but yet there's still that draw to this person and this connection. And that has got to be really hard and really confusing for you within, because it's just a lot to make sense of, right? And I think that actually, yeah, it's almost like that's what it's like you're trying to understand. Because I feel like so much of this maybe either happened really fast with the Knight of Swords in reverse, like things just like happen really fast, or like fast and sudden, or things were going a certain way for a certain time and then things just like, so I guess either fast or sudden, or fast and sudden, I don't know. And it feels like you're just left, head spinning all over the place, not knowing what to make of anything. And I feel like now, and I said this, like left having to almost like rebuild yourself. Like this connection did a number on you, Sagittarius, but it's showing up in your energy still for a reason. I don't know what that is yet, though. Because the Hierophant is all about, growth and learning and a deeper perspective, wisdom, if you will. I feel like there's a lot that this connection is trying to teach you, and maybe already has. Okay, let's see what this person's energy toward you is. Because I feel like this might clear some things up, because I feel like what I'm experiencing, or like what I'm reading over here, is like a response to their energy. This is like how you've been left in this connection, like how your energy has been affected. So let's look at this person's energy toward you. Ego with unfinished business. Queen of Wands. So there you are showing up in their energy with the Three of Swords. Five of Cups. Five of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse. I said it at the very beginning. There's the Eight of Swords. First of all, lots of swords energy. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be, but there's a lot of swords energy in this. Second of all, I said at the very beginning that this person was very driven by ego. I feel like that remains true with these messages, because you're showing up in their energy. So I feel like they're still thinking about you. They're still very drawn to this connection. However, there's this Three of Swords energy that I can't tell. It feels like they both know that they hurt you. But also, if I were to sum up this energy, it feels like they're feeling very hurt by their own decisions. Like because this Five of Swords is all about victim mentality. So it's like they're looking at themselves as a victim of their own decisions. Like, and I'm not saying this is what happened, okay? You know what happened. But it's like if somebody cheats and then, or betrays you in some way, and you walk away from the connection and they're like, oh, wow, I can't believe you'd leave me. You're like, you did these things to me. Like, that's what this feels like. It feels like a lack of accountability for the things that they've done, but like kind of this energy of feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. What happened? What did this person do? Maybe that's not for me to know. What do I need to know about what this person did? Because they obviously did something. Okay, Knight of Swords. To sum it up, they ran. They ran from the connection. So self-sabotage. I don't know. I don't necessarily know. They ran from this in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's too specific for a general reading. Maybe a lot of you are dealing with this in a different form. But it feels like this person made certain decisions that hurt you, led to this connection being where it's at, and now feeling bad for themselves about it. And it's interesting because I feel like you, there's a time where you really wanted this to work and really would have done anything. And I feel like they really took that for granted in some way. Now, our ego is a tricky thing. Because our ego's primary goal is survival. It's literally to keep us alive. And it does that by putting us in situations and making decisions. Yes. Okay. Making decisions that align with what it is that we're used to, instead what it is that we actually desire. Like, our ego prefers the lack of love, safety, belonging, abundance that we're used to, prefers the lack, and it's actually very afraid of having the things that we desire. And that's because your ego doesn't know how to actually survive what it has never experienced before. So if you've never experienced the love that you deserve, and you're presented with that opportunity, and you haven't done the healing of the previous experiences that have led you to not believe that you're deserving of the love that you desire, then you're going to sabotage it. You're going to push it away. You're going to make decisions that come from a place of, that puts you in a position of what you're used to. And I said at the very beginning, because this person had solitude. So it's giving hermit mode energy, kind of. Like more hermit in reverse energy. Like energy of isolation or keeping people so far at a distance because of things that they've been through, right? I think that, this person prefers solitude. They prefer being alone. Their ego, prefers that distance. But their soul craves connection. And there's a lot of potential that existed within this connection that ultimately really scared their ego. And I feel like a lot of the reasons that they made certain decisions were to protect themselves from getting hurt, even though you had no intention of hurting them, nor do I think that you would have, based on how things unfolded. So I think that the reason that this happened, seemingly out of nowhere, is this connection presented this person with a level of depth that they didn't know how to handle. And their ego eventually got in the way and made decisions that ultimately sabotaged this in some way. But instead of looking at themselves and saying, wow, I made, it's like pity, like feeling sorry for themselves for doing things that led to certain consequences. And that energy has to be navigated very carefully. Because I do feel like you have this, I don't know, I don't know if this is everyone in this collective, but there's almost this idea that we can overcome this, we can get through this. And again, I said, I don't know if it was coming from them or from you, but it feels like there's a need to really proceed with caution when it comes to this connection, especially because since this person, you're still showing up in this person's energy, there is a possibility that they're going to try for some sort of reconciliation. But it's important because people can't, if this person isn't taking accountability for the things that they've done, right? And they're, please take me back, they're going to do it all again if there's no real healing or growth here, right? So I think that you're being asked to really proceed with caution and to understand that this connection represents a deeper cycle for you when it comes to love, and you deserve somebody who treats you well. And that's so important to know. And if this person isn't capable of being that, it's important for you to proceed in a way that doesn't just accept where they're at. We can love someone unconditionally, and we can have empathy for their experience. And I even think that sometimes empathy can help, because when we empathize with why people do the things that they do, right? Hurt people, I can understand that this person ran because of ego and all of this. But that doesn't mean that you're expected to tolerate that behavior or that you're expected to just accept where they're at, no questions asked, because that's not fair to you. Like, you deserve to be treated well, right? But the reason that you're so drawn to this is because I feel like this person represents a wounding or like a treatment or a lack of love that you're really used to. It's almost like there's a really intense mirror here, where this person is in a position of making decisions that leads to the lack of love that they're used to, and this connection led you to the lack of love that you're used to. So I feel like there's a deeper purpose for this that goes beyond like the surface level of it, which if you know me, there always is, which is why there's a whole section dedicated to diving into that, which we're going to hop on over to now in the extended. We're going to look at the deeper purpose of this and the best way for you to move forward in alignment with your higher self. You have contract with patience. Any information for that is in the description box below. But before I hop on over, I want to talk about the workshop that I have coming up on April 25th. I'm incredibly excited about this one. It's going to be all about the secret to manifesting, which I'll go ahead and give it away now, is embodiment. You know, we hear all about the positive thinking and the vision boards and the visualization, and all of these things are wonderful tools, but they're not going to get you to where you want to be. Embodying the energy you wish to manifest is what is necessary. This workshop is all about how to do that, how to show up for the things that you deserve and desire, essentially how to take your power back so that you can create them. It's going to be, like I said, Friday, April 25th at 6 p.m. Central Time. It's an hour and a half long. If you cannot attend the workshop, but you still wish to be a part of it, if you purchase a ticket, you will both receive access to the workshop and a recording the next day. So attendance is not required. The only thing you would miss out on is the Q&A session, which will be at the end of the workshop, which will obviously not be available for you if you do not attend the workshop. Any information for that is at the very top of the description box below. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to address them. But we're going to hop on over to the extended. Like I said, you have contracted with patience. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Sagittarius.